You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. I could not tell you before, because my first wife is royal. That marriage is secret because I am not, and we have a son, a prince. You are not my first wife, but I love you. We two must keep our marriage secret, otherwise I will be destroyed. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You will not my first wife, who told you I am married, and my wife is here too. Well, my first wife is old, but I won't disgrace her with divorce for my children. So yes, in America we won't be legal, but we will marry in the mosque, and you will be my real wife. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife, but you are young and lovely. You will be my pleasure wife. I already have children with my first wife. They are my priority, I want no more. I told you to give me none. What? You're pregnant again. I won't love them. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife. You are no longer very young. You will never be a first wife. You accepted my offer to be second. Now let me use the bed in your home for my new woman to visit me in. I can't take her to my first wife's home. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife, but you were my American wife. I said I would take you to my country. Well, here you are. You can meet my uncles, but no women in my family. My uncles say you must find a way, have our marriage annulled and go home. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You are not my first wife. Yes, I married another right after you and I broke up. But now I am in America. Let's do temporary marriage. Wouldn't that be fun? We can be together over here. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You will be my favorite. We are a love match, so beautiful you are. Now I must return to our country, to my first wife and 3 sons. All my money goes to them. Have Americans support you. I can't. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. Second wives aren't legal in the USA. You have no hold on me, and I am still free. You are not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first wife, not my first. You're almost nothing.
Hallelujah. Let Lord Jesus Christ shine forth Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is everyone? And welcome, Adam Seeker.
Thank you so much, sister. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. And hello, everyone. This is your favorite Murtad live again with Sister Hatun on her YouTube channel. Very beautiful YouTube channel. So, how are you, sister?
Am I echoing?
No,
No.
your voice is pretty low, but you are not echoing at all.
I am hearing myself.
That's beautiful.
That's good, right? Some people speak and then they don't hear what they are saying. Anyway, so it is a call-in live stream where we will going to discuss um, Muslim Metaphysician's prompt, where he simply states like Islamic monotheism is true. I guess basic question we are going to ask is how does the Muslim know that Islamic monotheism is true? That's the basic question. So I pinned the link on DCCI. Adam, if you can pin that on your channel and on your
I have
Facebook.
already done that. I'm good in that.
No, you are Sina who needs God. And thank you very much, everyone who is joining on Adam, joining us from Adam's YouTube and Facebook channel. It is hosted by DCCI, so that means when you call in, like don't go after other person stuff. So just like focus on what we are doing. No, like they call in and then they just like, oh, it's your channel. It's that. Like just focus on the topic. Let's get on with the topic. We want to figure out this so-called, not only there is one God, but we want to figure out there is one God, and that God is exactly that Allah Islam is describing. Before I get on with very basics, Adam, um, how are you doing?
I am doing very well. Thank you, sister. And I hope you are doing very well by the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ as well.
So God is good, therefore I am good. Um, I know you
Awesome.
can't hear echo. I am hearing echo from. I don't know what it is, but anyway. So, Adam, did you see the message I sent you other day? The one you never replied,
If I have not replied, then trust me, I have not seen it.
brother. I'm checking the
And
one.
I'm answering.
The one I sent it to you on Tuesday after our live stream. Did you see that message?
The power of 10K. Yeah, I've seen that one. I loved it. I loved it. I loved
Yeah.
it. That was beautiful. Yeah.
Are you able to? Are you able to put that? Open that up. So we want to share with people.
Absolutely. That is really the power of 10K, man. That is
On
really the power of 10K.
on on Tuesday, on the live stream, which was hosted by Adam Seeker on his channel, I was just a guest with a parallel stream. Adam pointed out that there is this sheikh who is not sheikh at all, hunting down people who can make a video to make Islam look, sorry, make him look strong. And then in that, he was saying, these are the things we are looking in that video, and then we will pay $10,000 for that. And then that evening, I just received this message. Someone sent it to me, and then I'm just like, wow, 10,000 can change lots of things, right?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
We'll
I
show
can
you.
buy another car for $10,000.
Well, Adam can buy another car, but we can see how Sheikh Utman looks strong. That's what we want to focus on, right?
My wife needs a car. So, Sheikh Othman, if you can give me 10,000, I can buy her a new car because she's hunting for a car for around 5,000.
Uh, okay. Uh, I can put you in touch with someone. I don't know how much they are selling for the cars, but I know someone who sells cars.
So, this is an account on Twitter exposed. This is Seeker. And it says Sheikh Uthman stuns a Christian with Bible verse from the Songs of Solomon 5:16. By the way, Zakir Nalayak has been destroyed, demolished brutally on this, anyways. But, look at what they are doing. Blur the female. Look at the pick
No,
up the
brother.
images of somebody else.
No, 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 no. You are just right now, you are just being so judgmental.
Judgmental.
They,
Oh, sorry.
they are working very hard. to make Islam look good. So
No, excuse me. Hello. Look,
Sheikh Uthman,
make Uthman look very good. Sorry,
yeah,
not
I
Islam.
corrected myself. I corrected myself. So they're trying to make Sheikh Uthman look good, right? Even I will look good next to Sheikh Uthman without makeup, right? So therefore, they see this woman and then they just like, this woman just doesn't make Sheikh Uthman look good or handsome or anything. Let's get rid of her. But he's quite okay to take selfies with those people. He's quite okay to sit in the same table and then look at their faces, and God knows where he's looking at stuff. So yeah, let's play. Let's see if 10,000 is working.
Quran, which you're running to Jesus' divinity and all that stuff because you're scared of, is Muhammad mentioned in the Bible? Now, right here in Songs of Solomon, the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned. And this is not my opinion. This, again, I'm bringing...
Special camera move.
My opinion. This, again, I'm bringing Christian scholars...
Go back. Go back. You need to pose exactly in the right spot, okay?
Oh, okay. I'll try.
And this is not my opinion. This, again...
He's sleeping. His eyes is closed. He's like,
I'm bringing...
There's another one.
Christian scholars from a lexicon that Brown, Driver, and Briggs brought together.
Let's do it then.
Can I not be interrupted?
Can you see blur the lady?
That lady is like moderator,
Blurred.
right?
Lady has been blurred. Blur the lady. Okay, lady has been blurred, even though you are sitting on the same table.
So remember that was one of the criteria on the list, right? Blur the woman. Yeah. And like they don't care whether this woman is like a moderator or host or anyone. Like who cares? Blur her.
Blur the lady. Lady has been blurred. Okay.
Can I not be interrupted? Can I not be interrupted? The name...
He said, bring it on. Can I not be interrupted? Like how silly it is. The name, check this out.
Muhammad is so clearly mentioned that...
He's like, Sheikh Uthman, are you stupid? No, I'm gonna show this. Sheikh Uthman, are you stupid bringing this out? No, I'm gonna show it.
No. So this is like guy like, oh, what is he saying? I need to give full attention right now. So that's the image this video is giving, right? Like I was like almost about to fall asleep. Now I am wide awake because Sheikh Uthman is saying something making him look very strong. I need to give full attention.
Very strong. Okay.
Even in your own lexicon, it says this comes from Hamida of Arabic, and is mentioned Muhammad Dim. Now, Dim, even though it has a institution of being plural, but Elohim doesn't mean that there are multiple gods, that majesty and honor. Ephraim, the younger son of Joseph, also has that im. It is a majestic plural. And just like the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned in the Bible, cannot be translated into the overall lovely, because, for example, the word name Avery means the king of the elves. But I'm not going to go and say the king of the elves was debating me, right? Just like David is the most beloved. Emmanuel, God is with us. Elijah, God is...
So David is
Muhammad is translated into the overall lovely, because, for example, the word name Avery means the king of the elves. But I'm not going to go and say the king of the elves was debating me, right? Just like David is the most beloved.
David is Muhammad?
David is most beloved. But so did you pick it up? So like suddenly, so we've got in this background, we've got this young gentleman who like suddenly wakes up and then, wow, this non-Sheikh Uthman is saying something very, very important. He's got my full attention. All the like shocked and interested faces are gonna be in the video. Blur all the ladies, and then like, yeah, we need to make sure God Logic is in the clip as well.
God Logic was not taken from here; it was taken from somewhere else. Because that is a different occasion God Logic image.
Yeah, so like $10,000, brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
$10,000.
$10,000.
10,000, yeah. 10,000.
Emmanuel, God is with us. Elijah, God is my and Daniel, God is my judge. All of those have meanings, but they are names. And that is why the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned in the Bible by name.
And then they didn't even play his reply, and he's just baked. He didn't. They didn't even let him reply.
It's 1 minute 24 second whole video, right? 1.24, and then vocab says simply nothing, and then only time you see his face is like, huh,
Baked.
what just happened? Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to say something. His mouth is open, but no. Let's pause him, because if he speaks, Sheikh Uthman is cooked. So let us not let him speak. Let us not let him speak.
I know people say money doesn't buy everything. I know people say money wouldn't make you look good, but I must say I completely disagree. Power of $10,000 changes hearts and minds. And clearly there is not much left out there that they cannot buy. That is one question Vocab asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the speaker? Who is the one who is praising? But yeah, that like takes like, this video is like 1 minute 24 second. That will extra 3 minutes. 3 seconds. Yeah, we don't need to put that. We don't need to put that up.
Then Sheikh Uthman is getting destroyed. Come on, 10,000, sister. We are talking about $10,000, not rupees.
When I watched it, I was like, yeah, Muslim would watch this and then see how awesome Uthman did. 1 minute 24 second. Other guy couldn't even bring a word in it. Can't you see the face of those people? They are shocked by, they are just like, wow, this guy is so powerful. They can't even say anything. Therefore, they are just laughing because they are nervous. Yeah, he looked strong. There was another one. I saw it, but I can't remember where it was. So I just want to point out something. So we've got apparently someone, his name is Muhammad. It says a lot, right? Once upon a time, he was not Muhammad. So he expresses that he's an Irish convert. Good for you. For each ex-Muslim like yourself who lives, Allah will bring more people to him.
By the way, Mr. Muhammad,
let me just finish my thoughts.
Sure,
that should make me like being jealous of Allah. Like, I don't know, what should that tell me? Like, because I'm looking at this message and all I'm thinking is like, wow, how sad it is. How sad that you know that you worship a God who doesn't even care about you. When you leave, yeah, he's going to replace you with someone else. That's what he says, right? He doesn't even care about you. And you think that's something you need to be proud of? Come on, Mr. Muslim. Come on, Mr. Muslim. Do better. Please do better. One of the things you can do better, just click the link, call in, and then make your case on how do you know Islamic monotheism is true. Go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that my little Muhammad, we have a live stream. The link is there. Come up and prove why you accepted Islam. Okay?
I love to hear the reasons why, like in 20th century, someone who has got brain cells are becoming
accepts
Muslim.
Islam.
Yeah.
Because he said, I am an Irish, and I don't know what is Irish people's most religious inclination. I don't know. But he said,
most were identified as Catholics, most of them. But yeah, you've got like Protestants, probably there are Orthodox, like there are lots of.
Okay. So he might be born in a Christian family. He might have been born in an agnostic family. He might be an agnostic. He might be an atheist. So whatever he was, he can come up and tell us. But he said, I am an Irish. He did not tell me what his religious inclination was before. But whatever he was, he said, converted to Islam. I am Like, sister, I have asked so many people why they accepted Islam. There is not a single person who would have told me that he has studied the Quran and he has studied the Hadith and he found the character of Muhammad to be so good that he accepted the God of Muhammad and accepted Islam. There is not a single person in the history who have given me this answer. None. And every single person who came to my channel who claimed to be ex-Hindus who are now Muslims or ex-Christians who are now Muslims, they all of them, verbatimly, had not studied the Quran, had not studied the Hadith. Verbatimly, not a single one has done the study before accepting. What should I do?
Well, there are a few ways to handle, but basic would be you meet with them where they are at, right? Even you meet, like, I was gonna make a video about it. See, I forgot. I get these ideas and then I'm just like, few minutes later I just move on from those ideas. I don't even remember. So there was this video. Two sheikhs are having discussions on how to deal with the converts. And then one sheikh is stating, no, like when someone becomes a Muslim, we simply need to make sure we give them the basic info, because once they go back, they will be challenged regarding the informations out there. So he's just like saying, we need to make sure person X knows here's the objection to Islam and then how we prepare. For example, why you need to wear hijab. This is the reason. It is not a journey. It is not a choice. All those kind of things. Versus other sheikh was saying, no, we need to let them just go and then like give them time so they can learn how to do their prayers, and when the right time comes. So one of them simply just saying like, oh, we don't need to teach them anything basic, just like teach them the prayer, that's more than enough. Versus other one is like saying, okay, no, we need to make sure that person knows very basic. So yeah, that makes sense. You are telling me you meet with people who cannot even tell you they become a Muslim because they simply studied the word of Allah, studied the character of Muhammad, and they become convinced that this is true, therefore they are going to put their eternity in it. It's very, very difficult to find, right? You get to hear, oh, why they are not why they vote from their previous faith, and then you figure out actually they don't even know what was their previous faith was teaching, right? It's just like,
Yeah, for example, there is a recent guy who came to me. He said, I was Christian. I was like, praise the Lord. I left and I accepted Islam. I was like, that is the worst thing you could ever do to yourself. But may I ask you why? He said, I cannot understand Trinity. I said, okay, that's something that we can talk about. But that means you left Christianity. So if you were an atheist or agnostic, I could have worked with you on explaining Trinity. But you accepted Islam as well. So you accepted a theology. Did you read the Quran? No. The concept is very simple. Allah is one. As like, because the concept of Allah is one is very simple, you accepted it without knowing what is written in Islam about one Allah. Yes. What should I do with these kind of brain dump people?
well, we challenge where they are at. We make sure they know. Like, I have no problem, literally, I have no problem when someone says, well, this didn't make sense to me, this is my understanding, and their understanding is correct, and then they find, oh yeah, this makes sense, I'm convinced this is true, and their understanding is correct, they want to sign up. So they made informed decisions. I have no problem with that. But yeah, you are right, lots of people don't make informed decisions. So we meet with them where they are at, we challenge where they stand, we expose actually they never even knew what they like. Think about it. You become a Muslim because Allah is one and simple. So what was Allah loving? Seriously, what was Allah loving before Allah created anything?
His own hands.
Does Allah shave his shin? Why Allah is doing shape shifting? Like, how come those 99 so-called 99 attributes of Allah are eternal, yet they are not one of him? Like, how come Allah comes down? Like, is he lifting, using lift? Is he walking up and down? Is he running up and down? How come Allah cannot hear? How come Allah doesn't know very basics? Who are Muslims, who are not Muslims? Like, okay, you have question on Trinity, right? I am sure once after you kind of moved into Islam, they taught you very basic polemics. Well, Jesus doesn't know the hour, therefore he can't be God. Okay, Allah doesn't even know who are the believers. So how did you deal with that? How did you deal with Allah praise? Who does Allah pray to? Why does he pray for 10 times? Like, those very basics, right? Like, you said one
Absolutely.
and then you compared and then you say this makes more logical sense. But no, you didn't even think of them. You just messed up. You learned all that very basic polemics after you start hanging out with Davagangs. And reason for that is like, I don't know what to do, you know. Oh, I can't even get out of my bed. I can't even make my bed. I need someone to get me coffee, but oh, I can't even do that. I don't want to work. What should I do? Oh, become Dawagangs. Come and hang out with us. Set up your YouTube channel. And all you need to do is, since you were Christian once upon a time, all you need to do is simply attack Christianity. And when it comes to Islam, it is simple. It is simple. It just doesn't make that much sense to me. Seriously, those so-called simple things just doesn't make sense to me because you are not making any argument. You are not making any argument at all. And then, of course, other thing we do for them, we pray. We do pray. Power of the prayer is powerful.
Amen.
Okay.
You probably have some guests in the backstage of
Yeah, I saw that. Ready? Get on with the things after like complaining about life. Okay, so I'm gonna take the caller. And as I said, the topic, we are gonna review the video of Muslim Metaphysician with Christians where they are discussing Islamic monotheism is true. So that's the line of the conversation we want to have. Let me take the person in. Layout. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello,
oh
sir.
my gosh, I'm going on mute.
I'm a
Regarding-
Muslim. I'm a Muslim,
Yes. Why are you Muslim,
and
sir?
I'm a Muslim because it's the true religion, and
Yeah.
I believe Islam is a monotheistic religion because
What? Sorry, Islam is what?
monotheistic religion.
What is monotheistic means?
It means we believe in one God, Allah. There is no one other than Allah, and you believe in Islam. And if you went to Saudi Arabia, I would have a moral duty. I would have a duty to report you to the Saudi Arabia authorities and tell them that you have left Islam. It is my legal duty. I'm not going to do it out of hatred or hate towards you, but I would do it because it is the right thing to do. By law, I am obligated as a Muslim to report you so they can arrest you and trial you. And whatever they choose is justice. Because in a monotheistic religion, there is one God. You've been taught the truth, but you rejected the truth for money. That is what I believe. I believe you know Islam is the true religion.
Okay.
That is the reason I report you.
Mr. Muslim, thank you very much. I love you to go through and then do all those reporting. I am sure once you report me to the ex-Muslim, I will be so convinced that Islam is true. Thank you very much for all the slogans you shared with us. Now, make your case that Islam is, what did you say? Islam is
the true religion.
No, before that you said like mono something. I can't remember the phrase.
Monotheistic.
Monotheistic. Okay, so give me the spelling.
Monarchist? Did he say monarchist?
No, he said monarchist. Help us out with
Monarchist?
I said monotheistic.
Monarchist. Okay.
Okay, so make your case. Make your case.
I did make my case.
No,
You
sir,
get
you
the
made
death penalty.
statements, Mr. Muslim. You made statements. That's okay. I get death penalty, all those things. That's okay. Muslim governments are gonna murder me. All those things. It's absolutely fine. Now, pull yourself together. Make your case. Why do you believe? Okay. How did you come to conclusion that Islam is monotheistic religion?
Because Allah, the original Allah, the true Allah, has no one, no Father, no Holy Spirit. He is literally alone. And before the whole creation was created, there was no one. It was all darkness, and He was alone throughout centuries.
Okay, so I'm trying to engage. When I ask you a question, just shush and then answer the question, okay? So, Mr. Muslim, how did you come to conclusion that original Allah, I'm sure you met a couple of different Allahs, how did you come to conclusion that original Allah is one?
Because the Christian Allah has the Holy Father.
Sir, I'm not asking about Christian Allah because Christians don't have Allah, okay? So I'm asking about Islam. Okay, can you deal with Islam? How did you come to conclusion that original Allah, God of Islam, okay, is one?
Allah is God. So God doesn't have a father or a son, and He was alone.
How do you know that?
It says it on the Quran.
Okay, so you know that Allah doesn't have a son, Allah doesn't have a father from the Quran.
Yes, there is no one other than Him. There is one.
Okay, can you make your case why I should believe Quran?
You read the Quran, you rejected it for money.
Yeah, so I rejected it. Why should I believe now what you are saying about Allah that comes from the Quran?
No, you rejected it. You rejected it for one reason. And the main reason is because life is very easy. You'd have to pray. And the second reason is money. You could blast Islam and get money from YouTube and David Wood.
Okay.
David Wood
is giving out money, sister? Man, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but that's okay. So that still doesn't answer my question. How did you come to conclusion that Allah that Quran is talking about is the one, right? I told you I don't believe Quran is true book. So why should I believe? And you confirmed that
because
already confirmed that I already look into it and I rejected it, right? So I don't believe it.
Yes, but throughout the Quran it says there is no one other than Him.
Sir, there is no one like me other than me.
There is no one
that is true.
worthy of worship.
Listen to me. There is no one like me other than me. There is no one like Adam Seeker other than Adam Seeker. I just told you, I don't know why you cannot follow very basic here, right? So I ask you, how did you come to conclusion that Islamic monotheism is true? Overall, after you did all the personal attack, you told me that is from the Quran. And
because monotheistic religion believes in one religion, one God. One God. That is a monotheistic religion. If you believe in one God, that's a monotheistic religion. Christianity believe that.
Listen to me. That still doesn't make Islamic monotheism true.
Islamic monotheism is true. Christianity monotheism is false.
Make your case. Why do you believe it's true? Can't you come up with arguments? If you
I believe it's true. I believe it's true because
I am the most beautiful woman on the planet Earth. So
because we don't have the Trinity. The Trinity
thinks the same thing. Make your case. I don't care about your beliefs. Put your evidence.
Okay.
Put together evidence. Come on.
Okay, this is my case. I'm going to tell you. So based on the Quran and based on the Bible, when I read the Quran, God denies having a son or the Holy Spirit. It's just one. The Bible, on the other hand, that's part of my faith. The Bible is also part of the reason why I don't believe Islam.
Why should I believe that information? Why should I believe what Allah says? I just told
Because-
you. I am the most
because
beautiful woman. I don't expect you to believe me. I believe that. That's good
Because
enough for me.
Christianity has 3 gods. Islam has 1 god.
Christianity doesn't have 3 gods. You need to
How
make
many-
your- Why should I believe you've got 1 God?
Well, one
But
reason.
one-
One reason. How many gods died on the cross?
That has nothing to do with Islamic monotheism.
Can you answer that question, please? It proves my point. You understand what I mean by it. Do
No, I
you?
don't
How many gods died on the cross?
I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand.
Just
what
answer
you
the
mean.
question, Hatun. How many gods died on the
That has
cross?
nothing to do with my question to you, right?
Your question is, why should you believe it? Now, the reason why you should not
Okay.
believe,
You know
why
how to
should
make-
you believe in it? You know the Quran, you reject it. You just reject it. What can I say? You reject the truth. What can I say? There's nothing I can do to convince you.
Okay, thank you.
You are.
So really appreciate it. Well, that didn't go so far, right?
You were expecting that it might go far?
Well, people change. People
sorry.
change.
I'm sorry you expected so much from a Muslim.
Well, I've got someone else in the backstage. Let me take. Actually, do you want to make a comment before I take the person in the
No,
backstage?
about this guy? No. I literally have
What
no
about the
comment.
arguments this guy is making? We don't care about people. We care about the arguments, right? In this occasion, of course. No. In case someone is going to edit that up, we do care about people's soul, okay? But right now, it's not about him. It was about his arguments, and I don't know if I got any argument. I think
Neither
no.
do I, sister. Neither do I. This is not something like none of his arguments were arguments. He was just babbling. The problem is when you are babbling, you are not even presenting your case to give a proper argument. I can give a proper argument once he has given a proper argument. You don't worship 1 God, you worship 3 gods. Okay, that's what Quran says. Fair enough. Okay, how do you prove that? Prove it. So if you can't prove it, then there's no point. It's just statements. So maybe the next guy might be able to do something better.
Yeah, and also, Mr. Museum is still in the backstage. I just tell you something. I went to Saudi Arabia, and my head and my body is still attached together. So, let me take the next caller. Hello. Hello. Okay, my next caller doesn't want to talk. So when you are ready, let us know. We can talk about it. Okay, Adam, do you want to play the video, or do you want me to play the video?
No, please, you do that. I have not fully watched it.
You have not watched the video?
No, but I can talk, listen and then answer and talk.
Do you want me to fire you?
And maybe next time you can do it, but right now I think we can work on the video.
Oh, you mean like because I'm desperate right now?
Because right now you don't have anybody else, so don't fire me right now. Fire me tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna give another chance to person in the background because he put his camera on. I am assuming that means he's ready. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Who are you? Sir, can you hear
Hello?
us? I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. You can't hear me, I'm assuming. Okay, there are some sound issues person needs to fix from his end. Until he fixed it from his end, I can't do anything about it. So, let me put the video on the screen first.
At the time,
Okay,
barbaric and more evil things. And so
so that's not the part we are gonna focus. Oh, it doesn't show me the timeline here, Adam.
You can open it from YouTube. Send me the link.
I did send you the link through email. Okay.
See,
Okay, let me
that's
see
what you do.
How do I get the timeline? I can't see the time on the screen. I need to go to the minute 58 something. That's where the whole thing starts. Do you want me to send the link again?
If you can, okay, let me just search on my email. Hold on. I have not opened that email yet.
You have not opened the email. I sent it to you on Tuesday.
Nope. I do not. I have not opened that one. That email. That's a different email address which I opened.
Good thing is that email wasn't saying, "Oh, I'm about to die because Mr. Muslim went to Saudi and then report me, and Saudi government is after me." He did his citizenship
You
job.
think you will actually send me this kind of an email? Nah,
No,
you won't do that.
no, I won't. Okay, we are just trying to. Somehow on the screen it doesn't show me the times. So
No worries. I'm gonna bring it up. I'll help you. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm with you. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. All right, and we are here, friends. Give me one moment. In the meantime, sister,
okay, so
like these debates are happening quite often. So, what does that means? Like Muslims love this this lady for the debate, or what? Why is it?
it gives them platform, right? That's first thing, and then probably they don't listen the Sheikh Hakim where he says like don't debate. So in that sense, it's like those things are good, gives them platform. And like other thing is we want to have engagements, right? We want to have debates and discussions. We want to argue and talk about the things we disagree. So in that sense, we welcome them. Just the ideology that is out there doesn't kind of that much welcome them. While we are pulling up the video, we will be around 58 minutes. I'm going to take someone who is in the backstage.
All right, and I have the video.
Okay.
And you can take the person as well. We can talk with the person first.
Let's take the person, but you need to stop sharing this video because
I fixed it. You can bring him up.
fixed it? Hello.
Yeah, I got my arguments,
Oh my
and it's from
gosh.
the Quran, and it's a good argument. It's from the Quran, and this proves why Islam is monotheistic.
What are you trying to make?
Monotheistic.
What?
The Islam is monotheistic religion.
Monotheistic? Okay.
Monotheistic religion.
Monotheistic, sister. Monotheistic, please. Monotheistic.
It just takes time to get it. So I got it, but that was not the question I asked you, right?
Now, why you should believe that the Quran?
Not the question I asked you, right? So
You asked, where's the proof that Allah is one, and why you should believe in the Quran?
Yeah. So okay, send me wherever you are. Is it ChatGPT? Send me from ChatGPT. I can read it. I know how to read it. Okay. What is it funny? So I'm grateful. I just noticed so there are chats are happening place in the backstage. I noticed our Irish convert apparently jumped in. Oh, okay, he's back. Let's take the Irish convert.
Yeah, let's take this convert. This is a nice convert.
Hello. Mr. Mohammed, can you unmute yourself, please? Oh, okay. So there is something, right? So you are, what is it called? We need to have arguments. Sorry, we need to have a name for it. It is like, you've got all the answers, okay? But somehow your tongue is twisted, your lips are like this, you can't speak. So what you do is you come into the chat and then you put your statement and then you leave. Yeah, that's just not working with us. So it's call in live stream, not texting and practice your fingers live stream. Okay, so we are in 58 minutes or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's play. So we will get the point in here. the Muslim objections, all those kind of things. Let's play this.
All right, playing it.
So I want to rest my claim on the historicity of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Not necessarily the resurrection. We can get to that if we want to as well later, but on the historicity of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And so I know the standard Islamic teaching and within the Quran and the Hadiths and whatnot is that never happened. How do you justify that never happened in light of all of the earliest sources ranging from Christian to Jewish to Roman, all citing that he was crucified?
I mean, that's an interesting question, but I don't see what that has to do with the prompt, because specifically Islamic monotheism, or what's called Tawheed, that being true or false, I don't see how that has to do with whether or not Jesus was crucified historically.
Yeah, so the central claims of the Quran cannot be trusted if they make such a clearly historically inaccurate statement of this. Like it calls into question the entire the idea that the Quran is transcribed by either Muhammad or by scribes that Muhammad is not speaking to, that given to the Prophet by Allah, and then from him now to scribes who have then written it down. If you get such a central fact incorrect about it, then the entire book cannot be trusted.
I'm still failing to see the connection. We're talking, for example, in the last prompt, we talked about the Trinity. Now, if I were to mention that another part of the Bible gets a historical error when it comes to the Pharaoh and what time he was living in, I don't see how at all that would establish that the Trinity is false. In the same way that I don't see how, even if I granted for the sake of argument that there was a historical error in the Quran, I don't see how that would make Islamic monotheism false, or the idea that there's only one God worthy of worship who is not to share any properties or attributes with creation or anything other than himself. I don't see how that would be false.
Yeah, so I think it's a false equivalency. If there is...
Okay, so what we have here. Make your case.
That's a very solid question, by the way.
You mean the question Christian side is asking? So Christian
Yeah,
side is assuming Quran is the authority over Muslims.
Yep. He's thinking, but it is not. So that's what he's saying. So if the argument is very simple. If it is from one single God, which is divine, knowledgeable and everything, then by essence, he should get the historical things correct. If he has not gotten the historical things correct, then he is simply false. And that's a very logical question. Like, why would anybody believe that it is not logical and it's not according to the prompt? I don't understand that.
So it makes it difficult to trust if, like, essential historical events are if the author of the Quran got the essential historical events wrong, that is also seen as the core foundation of other faiths, then how can I trust other things is being said about Allah?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what is it?
I would say that's a very legitimate question, and I don't know why somebody would think otherwise.
So, so we are going to pick up why he thinks otherwise, right? So now the question is going to be, how do we know Islamic monotheism is true? So can you move to around 1 hour 5 minutes mark, sometime in that area?
1 hour 5 minutes.
I find this part like kind of important. Let's see. Someone who needs home protection. Maybe another time we will get the home protection. No, you don't need to protect your home unless you live in Muslim neighborhood, right? You can make a case on that. You can say, I don't need home protection because I'm not going to live in a Muslim area. I'm just picking garbage because a lady is still playing the ad. Okay.
We are back.
Yeah, so I think that you believe that Islamic monotheism, which is the idea that there is one God and exactly one God in one person, is a true statement, and that you would use as evidence for this both logic and the Quran. and you believe that your belief in this is based on a belief in the Quran and belief in Islam. And if you were convinced of Hinduism, or if you were convinced of Christianity, or if you were convinced of Judaism or whatever, then you wouldn't believe in Islamic monotheism.
Wrong.
And so if
Wrong.
you were convinced of
Huh?
Hinduism, you would still believe in Islamic
Huh?
monotheism.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Huh? What is that?
So listen
What?
what he's gonna say, and
Okay.
then you will stop what he says that's wrong.
Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
point that I had this belief before I was a Muslim and before I even read the Quran. So
What?
my understanding of there being only one God, not three gods like we saw in the last prompt, who is worthy of worship, is not dependent upon the Quran. The Quran affirms what I had already believed and knew to be true prior to even reading the Quran or being a Muslim. So again, the prompt is not is Islam or the Quran in
What is like? Okay. Sorry. I might be half-brained right now. Please ignore for the fact
okay.
that I might be a half-brain person at this point in time, but I do not understand that. Will you be kind enough as a full brain person to
Other half brain,
explain?
another half brain, we can make like two brain. So
Yeah.
I thought this part actually very interesting because Christian made a case, logic and the Quran will be your authority. That's how you will figure out that Islamic monotheism is true. And then Mr. Muslim simply said no. He explains that the belief in one God, he already had that belief before he became a Muslim.
Before.
Before he ever read the Quran, he knew
Mhm.
that there is only one God. And then once he reads the Quran already confirms the belief he has. So
Okay.
there is only, yeah. So that's like what he's thinking. Of course, that brings us the very basic question, right? First of all, that means, okay, let's put the Quran aside. We don't need to turn to the Quran because you already had believe in one God before you even bother to read the Quran. That's what you already told us. So then how are you going to make your case that thing was Islamic monotheism even before you read the Quran? Because Quran is apparently confirming your Islamic monotheism. So what gave you that knowledge? What gave you
And
that?
that's where the problem is. They assume that if you do not know any scripture, you believe in one God, which is scientifically incorrect. I think that's what he's going to say.
No. It's not you believe in one God. You believe God of Quran.
Ah.
So yeah, so it's not like believing in one God, but specifically you are believing the God of Islam.
Mm.
So then brings us very basic questions, right? Anyone who's been to India, it just makes me wonder, like, why didn't these people simply have the very basic knowledge of Allah? It takes me to Africa. Why people in Africa by default didn't have the very basic information and knowledge of Allah?
The one
Why
God Allah.
Yeah, one God Allah. Why Greeks had lots of their different gods? Like, why by default? What is it so unique with you, Mr. Muslim, that by default you came to conclusion even before you look into the Quran that Allah is the God? And with all those like side issues, side things of Allah, right? Islamic monotheism is there. What is it so unique with you that is not in India? People in India have, people in Africa have, the Greeks has. Yeah, I love to know.
Very
And then
difficult position it is for the
I am
Muslims to justify.
assuming at this stage you will ask the basic question, right, Adam?
Yeah.
If that was the case, why early Muslim scholars simply says no to logic? Because he's using his logic before the Quran to find the Islamic God. And then he reads the Quran, and then with that logic, oh yeah, this book confirms the Islamic God. And then that reminds me a Muslim scholar who simply says, no to logic, right?
Yep.
No to logic.
Logic leads to heresy, and heresy leads to atheism. That's what Ibn Taymiyyah said.
Yeah. So you see
Sister,
the
you're
problem.
putting things in a very difficult. You're putting them in a very difficult situation. I don't think you should do that.
I didn't put anyone in difficult situation. So this Mr. Muslim had long enough time to come up with his prompts, right? That is the prompt he chose. So Islamic monotheism is true. And he states, like we all heard, right? He says, well, I'm going to rephrase it. I don't remember what he said, but he said like he believed in one God before
before he became a Muslim.
And way before reading the Quran. And reading the Quran simply confirmed what he already believed. So he already had Islamic God. He already had Allah with his hands, Allah with his shin, Allah with his womb, Allah moving up and down, Allah is running, and all these kind of things. Allah is hungry. All these kind of things, he already had that before he became a Muslim, before he even read the Quran, right? And then he reads this book, and then this book just confirms.
Unbelievable. Sister, if they don't lie, what will happen?
Islam dies.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. They have to lie.
I don't think he's lying. Maybe like that's the case. But it just doesn't make.
That's the case that he believed in Allah way before he knew the scriptures of Allah. Man, it's hard to believe, but if you say
brother,
you're giving a lot of benefit of doubt, by the way, FYI.
Okay, so I'll give you an example from the woman perspective. Other day you were telling me why people go to gym, right? So this is just a scenario. Miss Muslim went to gym, and in the gym he had this man with like big arms.
Okay.
And then she started looking at him, and then he started looking at him, and then they were doing these things to one another. And then they start talking. And then she finds out this guy is talking about someone called Allah.
Okay.
Allah is one God. He's the worthy of worship. Of course, doesn't mention the shin of Allah, womb of Allah, all those kind of things, right? And then she's like, because she's already doing these things to guy with her eyes. There's a term for it, but I forgot. And then she's going to agree with everything this guy says. And then after a few times, moving around in the gym or looking at other guys, and then she says, no, there is no other guy. And then she continues to talk to this guy. And then this guy says, you should read the Quran. And then she opens the Quran with that eyes. Okay. I already know, I already heard about Allah. Yeah. Allah is the one who I believe. I opened the Quran, and then Quran confirmed that Allah. Those might be the case, right? You're already being victim of love jihad, or you're already in certain occasions. So in the male, it's different, right? Probably. It can be a case. I'm just like talking from my observation, let's say. For the man, it might be case like, I really don't know what to do now. I need job. I need some help. What should I do? What should I do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend time with the protected groups. And then when he starts spending time with protected groups, yeah, this is the job I am gonna do. Okay. Where he's actually being informed by others, and then he already made his mind.
The king of the dead. All right. Do you want to
Okay.
hear him a little bit more?
Yeah, we are going to hear lots of him, but I just want to give another attention to person who is in the backstage, because like leaving lots of comments. So let's see if your mic is working this time, mister. Hello.
Sometimes his mic doesn't work, sometimes his speaker doesn't work.
Yeah, right now. Okay. I'm going to ask you to leave the backstage. And then also please let's not delete people's comments unless they are like doxing someone, like sharing someone's personal information, or commenting the same thing again and again. No need to take their freedom of speech away from them. They've got freedom of speech to go to the Saudi government and then report us. Okay, so
But I have a question on the side note. If they take freedom of speech from us in their countries, don't you
yes,
think
they
we
do.
should do that the same?
Well, why should I return? Like, I don't want to be treated the way they treat me. I think that's wrong. Why should I be part of that?
To teach them a lesson?
Well, I think that's too late, right?
Because Jesus, they don't accept Jesus. They are not in the period of grace. They want Mosaic law. So why shouldn't we give them Mosaic law? Eye for an eye.
Well, you can do that in your channel, but in here I am more like let us reason together.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Let us
I was just
reason.
asking. I was not saying my channel or your channel. I was just asking the question.
Let us reason together, and then you can kill people with kindness, right? Lord Jesus Christ gets our attention how? With his love, right?
Hmm.
So those are different, and then hopefully they will learn. I was reading something. I'm gonna talk about it with the live stream tonight with David on actually, yeah, everything is falling apart in America too. But let me take this gentleman again. This time he's got like, oh my god. Okay, Adam, my screen is giant. Can you take him? I'll be back in a second.
All right. Sister Hatun is fixing her giant screen. And in the meantime, let's see if our friend over here can speak. Yes, Mr. Guidu. Can you
Yes,
speak this
hello.
time
Do
around?
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you before as well. So are you
Okay,
able to
so
hear
I
us?
tried and I was thinking nobody hear me.
Now we can hear you. So what do you have to
Yes,
say, sir? Are you
I
a
just
Muslim?
wanted,
Are you
okay,
Christian?
too much question in one time.
No, it's a simple question. Sister Hatun, you can take over if you want to.
Yeah, sir, who are you?
Yes,
Who are you?
well,
Are you Muslim? Are you Christian, sir?
I was Muslim.
You were a Muslim. What are you now?
Um, it's
Okay, I'm
well,
gonna.
I was a Muslim.
Yeah.
I was a Muslim, and yes, I became I from Sunni. I became Shia, and now I become Christian Orthodox.
Okay, so why did you change from Shia to Sunni?
No, it's opposite. It's opposite from Sunni to
Shia, sorry.
Shia.
Yeah, why did you change that?
Yeah, at that time, why? Because in there are problems there because I hear my voice 2 times. I
Okay,
don't
so
know
you are
why
hearing
it's like
echo.
that.
When you are hearing echo, you just need to use headphones. Okay, earbuds.
Or
That will.
delete or close the YouTube in your phone.
You muted yourself, sir.
Yeah, he might be closing the YouTube.
Okay, I think he unmuted himself. Yes, sir. Are you there?
Okay. I become Sunni to Shia because I didn't like it the hadith and what was speaking about Aisha said she was 9 years old and she was 6 years old and married and that and in the Shia they give me a different version about that.
Okay, and Sir, you muted yourself again.
I think he had very
Okay.
little food in the breakfast, so
Yeah, I'm
he's
gonna
taking
remove.
his due time.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove him because conversation is not moving forward. When you fix the things and then when you're available, call in. So, yes, Mr. Muslim. What timeline are we? What is the time?
Same time zone where he stated about that he was believing in Allah before he accepted Islam. So may I play a little more? I want to learn a little more.
Okay.
Or you want me to skip forward somewhere?
No, let's play for a few minutes. We get to see his reasoning.
Fallible, okay, such that all of its teachings are correct and infallible. That's not the prompt. The prompt is Islamic monotheism true? If you need a definition of what Islamic monotheism is, I can explain that. But all we mean by Islamic monotheism is that there's only one God, not three gods. There's not three divine persons at all these different well, I don't want to say parts, although some people believe in that. The point is there's only one God who's worthy of worship, who is represented by the Quran. That's true. But nevertheless, we are not saying that every aspect about Islam and the Quran is on this prompt, because if that were the case, then when we said that the Trinity is false, we could have been saying, oh, I could have just kept going back to the Bible as evil prompt and said, oh, well, because the Bible has these inaccuracies or false
the Trinity. And so if you could explain to me why the Bible is unreasonable or infallible, or not, I mean, or deeply fallible or whatever, then from there I couldn't use the Bible as evidence for why I believe in the Trinity. And so what I'm saying is, like, if the Quran was false,
very, very solid question. Very solid.
No,
very solid answer. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, let him finish. Let him finish. This part is important.
I know you don't think so, but if the Quran was false, you're saying that your belief in Islamic monotheism has nothing to do with the Islamic texts?
I would still believe in the same conception of God, even if I weren't a Muslim, in the same sense of one God with multiple attributes and being all-knowing, all-powerful, etc. Not multiple persons within God, not multiple beings, not one God with lesser divine beings and lesser gods. I would still believe in the same conception of God.
I think,
Pause
okay,
that.
so
Pause that for a second. So, what kind of God he is believing?
One God, undividable,
No.
monotheism of Islam.
No.
Of
He's-
Allah, of Quran.
He is breaking it down, right? He is simply saying, this is the God of Christians. I for sure would not believe in that God. I would believe in the God of Islam. His criteria is God of Christians. So how did he come to conclusion about the God of Christians? How he come to the knowledge about the God of Christians? Through
From the
scripture, right?
Bible.
Yeah. Yet he's against all that, and then he thinks Islam provides against all that. How did you even come to conclusion at the first place that, oh yeah, God cannot be three persons?
Look, let me say something over here out of the prompt area. One of the most difficult aspect to understand God as triune nature actually says something a lot about the scriptures. That if you want to create a false religion, you can easily create it with one God. If you want to create a false religion, you can easily create it with, oh, this mountain in Africa is a god, and the mountain has a god where you cannot reach, and the god lives in that mountain. He comes down every now and then, have sex with these girls, and create demigods, and so on and so forth. These are very conceptually easy to comprehend kind of gods.
Yeah, so
if
you
a
are
cult,
so if I'm understanding you correctly, you are pointing out it would be like God of Aristotle, right? Bigger and stronger version of you, unreachable, indistant, who does the things that you can do. And then on other hand, we've got another God, right? It is all focused on how you feel. One of them is like, oh, what you want. Other one is how you feel, which God you want. Bigger and stronger version of you.
And this is like very easy to create these kind of gods. But as soon as you come into the Bible and learn about the triune nature of God, like as a human being, that will be one of the most difficult criteria to create. Why would a cult create such a God which is very difficult to comprehend and explain in reality? Like, quite frankly, one of the difficult part for any non-believer to learn is Trinity, right? So now the concept is, if you're creating such kind of a God, why would you do such a thing to make it difficult for people to understand and comprehend and come in? Because if you're a cult, you want a lot of people. You want to make your God very easy to understand so that people can easily come into that particular theology. So I would say this is a very strong aspect of Christianity as well, that even when all of the scripture says nobody can comprehend God fully, even Quran says that you cannot comprehend Allah. Okay, that is a verse taken from the Bible. Because if a God is so majestic, so powerful, so beyond the comprehension of humankind, you know, then yet it is so simple that it is one God all alone. And by the way, the previous guy said earlier in our communication, he was all alone in darkness forever. That is a very sad place to be at.
Yeah.
Like literally, that is a very sad place to be at. All alone in darkness. I would cut that part from this video and probably put up a short video. That is a very, very sad God. It is literally like solitary confinement. Even when a person, a human being, is put in a solitary confinement, there is a light there. And he
Like,
was taken out every 1 hour per 24 hours to come out and look at the sunlight and look at other human beings. But yet, Allah since eternity was all alone in the darkness. That is stupidity. How can
but
anybody believe that?
think about it. So while Allah chooses to be in darkness until, or Allah forced to be in darkness until creation stuff happens, God of script, God of Bible, what does it say? Let light shine in darkness, right? Let
Mhm.
light shine in darkness.
And it is his light.
Yeah. And then, so dark places are very scary, right? Adam is pointing out, even when you are in prison. So if you are in lockdown or something, you get like an
Solitary
hour.
confinement.
Yeah, you get like an hour, like very basic human rights. That is like, that's very basic human rights. So you get to have the sunshine or light. So God of Islam is, before there was anything, he's in darkness by himself. That means he's needy and lonely, and he's scared. No one, like, think about it. Why people want to do things in darkness? Why people want to do things in dark? Why people wants to cover themselves, right? They don't want to be seen. They know you can do lots of things in dark and you can get away. People can rape you middle of the night and then they can get away with that. Why? Oh, because it's dark. You cannot identify the person. When someone is breaking into your house, what is the first few things they do? They break the lights if you've got outside, and then they go and then take your lights down, right? Because in darkness, they can get away with all the sin they want. So God of Islam, yeah, you don't want to be around dark. You don't want to be with people who likes being in darkness, because they know they can cover up lots of things. Versus God of Bible is like, shine into darkness, shine into darkness.
That's a good answer from our brother. Yes, where do you want me to go now?
So we will continue a little bit from here. I just want to make sure people pick up. Mr. Muslim is saying he would still believe in the same God, Islamic monotheist God, without the Quran.
Impossible.
Okay? And then let's see what he's going to appeal to.
Okay.
We grasp there's no Trinity in Islamic, all of that. There's no Trinity there. And I think the question is then, what do you utilize to believe in a monotheism? Aside from, I just have faith, right?
Hello.
Oh my gosh, they are.
That's okay. That's okay. I hope I don't have like this much ads in my videos. Seriously. it can be stressful stuff. But anyway, let's continue.
I wish I would have half of the ads like these.
Oh.
All right.
Find this to you, this information of monotheism.
Yeah, well, for me,
Islamic monotheism.
Yeah,
Yes.
for me, I think we have good, independent, rational arguments for the existence of God. I'd have to debate Sean or somebody else on that another time.
Pause that. So
Pause
good,
it.
independent, rational arguments for the existence of God. Okay. Which part of Islamic monotheism has reason established?
0.
Like
I have never heard about any of these.
there is a God. There is one God. There is one divine being. There is one divine person. God has these certain attributes. We don't even know what are they all. God is Allah. Muhammad is his prophet. The Quran is his revelation. Monotheism has reason established. I'm just curious.
Your curiosity will remain there forever because you will not be able to get this at all. I guarantee.
Why not? This is like pre-planned topic on the debate, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It sure is. And he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting this kind of an answer, I think. That's why he's crying really hard.
So can you, I don't know what timeline we are. Can you show me what timeline are we?
1 hour 8 minute 56 second, almost 1 hour 9 minute.
Okay, let move. If you can move 1 minute or just let him play so we can remember again what he was saying, because I listened this like other day when I was talking to you.
Okay, well, let's move play.
Because we both believe in God, but I think that there are good, independent, rational, and logical arguments for the existence of God, and with the qualities that I would ascribe. And I think that Islam is, and this is part of the unique claim that I would make in addition to that, is that I think Islam is the only religion that uniquely actually portrays God in terms of his uniqueness, in terms of him not having any partners, in terms of him not sharing his attributes with creation or other lesser divine beings. That is the unique claim that Islam makes, whereas the Trinity is the exact opposite, whereas Hinduism is the exact opposite, whereas other religions that make claims about who God is don't actually fit the bill with what I already know.
Pause that. So all the things he listing, right?
They are scriptural. They are scriptural.
Yeah, so
of Hindu scripture, of some other scripture.
He just told us that actually he would know all these things. He knew all these things before the Quran. The question still stands, right?
Yes.
How do you know?
I'll be right back.
How do you know this without Quran? How do you know this without Quran? Like I'm curious to know that. How do you know? How do you know that one God is not Trinity without Quran? How do you know that one God doesn't have like a book next to him for eternity being? How do you know that one God has how do you know that one God has wombs that they do chit chat and they fight with one another? Like serious, how do you know those things without Quran? I'm just asking for a friend. If I can understand if he's making a case without comparing God of Islam with God of Bible and then making his case accordingly, you can say, oh yeah, this guy is using little bit logic. No, he's using theology there, right? He's comparing teachings of two scriptures. Therefore, I think it is simply just playing around and playing around and playing around and then saying, oh yeah, I know these things without Quran. That is just simply screaming dishonesty. Nothing personal there, but that's what it is. Adam Sika. He muted himself and then he left. That's what people do. Okay, so I was gonna, I can't, actually, I don't have a control of the video to play now. Yeah, so that, like, that's where I am, that's what I'm thinking, right? So far what we have, Christian side says, whether, like, doesn't matter whether argument is reasonable or not, right? Christian side says, because I see there are core historical mistakes in the Quran, therefore I find it difficult to believe the claims Quran makes about Allah. Muslim guy steps in, oh, that's okay, because even before I was a Muslim, even before I started reading the Quran, I believed in Islamic monotheism. And then when I started reading the Quran, I saw, oh yeah, this is all confirming. But still, there is no answer who give you that knowledge. Like, did that knowledge come from the wind? Did that knowledge come from whom? Even devil believe there is one God. Who give you that knowledge? Who give you that knowledge? Love to hear that. Adam is not there, so I'm gonna pick the caller who is in the backstage. Hello. Sir or ma'am, can you unmute yourself, please? Mr. or Mrs. Muslim, or if you're not a Muslim. Okay, I put in the stage, but no. Person is not talking, so we move on from there. So we are forced to make a distinction, right? Revelation, that is kind of Quran, versus reason, independent knowledge. And Mr. Muslim says, I had the independent knowledge that the God of Quran was the God I believed before I even become a Muslim, before even I read the Quran. And then he says, oh yeah, there are good independent rational arguments for existence of God. But what kind of God is that? That is not the God who's got 99 attributes, right? That's not the God who's got hands. That's not God who runs. That God is like supposed to be a God, a one God, one divine person, one divine being with 99 attributes. Those attributes are eternal, yet they're not part of him, or they're not separated him. Allah knows what are they. And that God must have the name Allah or called Allah. And then Muhammad is supposed to be his prophet. And the book called Quran is supposed to be his revelation. So it becomes, I'm literally curious. How did you come to conclusion that how did you come to conclusion without with independent thinking, with logic, that is the same God? It's not like just there is one God and then you move, that's it. It must be God of Islam. It's not people's default fault to believe Islam, right? If that was the case, why there are Muslim missionaries in everywhere trying to give people rice and water, or trying to buy people's soul, or trying to get their second wives, all those kind of things? Finding it difficult to make sense of it. Question: do Muslims ever ask what God's personal name is? Why do you get personal with Allah? I guess that's the question. Why would you even want to be personal with a God who doesn't even care for you if you choose, if he declared you to walk out of Islam. He's simply replacing you. Why do you even want to get to know him? How can you even get to know him if, according to Muslims, if he was like dark, living in dark and by himself? So I don't know where Adam went. We moved on from Adam. Once upon a time there was Adam. Now he's hunting down Islamic God with the independent sources, I guess. Without Quran, like without Christian scripture, I wouldn't come to conclusion that God is triune God. It is the same. It is the same with Islam. That's how I would think. This is what I get like very annoyed by, right? So someone just jumped into the live stream in the backstage. Not the person I give the mic and then he didn't speak. This person just jumped in while I was in my middle of talk. And then leaves this like comment. I am looking at the comment right now. I'm just like, yeah, I will become a Muslim because of that comment. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of Adam's screen and then I'll find that video on YouTube and then I am going to play it from YouTube. This down, this down, this down. It's going to take a while, so patience is virtue there. Patience is good. YouTube. I find the video. No, it has like 45 seconds of ad. That's like very long ad, right? Okay, so wait. Actually, I don't know whether I am allowed. How do I share this without with the headphones on? We might have that problem, but let's see if we are able to fix it. Okay. Let me take the caller in the backstage. Hello.
Hello,
Hello, sir. Who are you?
I am Zainul Abidin. I am Muslim.
You are Muslim, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are discussing how do you know that Islamic monotheism is true? What the case you have for us?
The case is the Quran.
Through Quran?
The case
Make
is the
up your
Quran. Yeah.
make up your argument.
Make up your argument against monotheism, if you would like to.
Sir, you just called into the live stream to make your case. How do you know Islamic monotheism is true? You said Quran. Are you able to put together arguments and then make your argument? Because your statement proves nothing.
Well, you've been saying stuff for a long time. I mean, if you could summarize your stuff, I could present a counter argument to what you said.
I want you to make your case. How do you believe Islamic monotheism is true?
Islamic monotheism is true when it says that if there were many gods, they would fight and there would be the universe would not exist.
Where did you get that information?
Well, I would say that
Adjust the mic.
as you're
Can you
Christians,
adjust the mic, please?
is it okay now? Is it better?
Yeah, there is this funny sound came up. Yeah, so make your case. Continue.
So my case is that if there are, as you are Christian, so if there are many gods, that means there is knowledge. Everybody among them have knowledge, and they would act according to their knowledge. Now, if there are three gods, they would have separate knowledge, and they would want to go the opposite directions.
Okay.
Well, in
So,
Islam, yeah.
Mr. Muslim, are you aware that you call into the live stream that is being run by Christians?
Yes, I am aware.
Okay. So, it is such a shame that with all that knowledge, you forgot that Christians don't believe and worship in three gods. It is not my fault if you fail to understand Trinity, but I want you to make your case. Why do you believe Islamic monotheism is true? So you don't need to bring up to me, oh, if there are a couple of gods, they would fight with one another stuff. I don't believe that anyway. So make your case. Why do you believe Islamic monotheism is true?
Why do I believe? Because of the knowledge that is given in the Quran is, it says it is sufficient to say that Islamic monotheism is true. The knowledge given in the Quran is
Argument. Don't come up with the statements. Just make arguments. You should be able to bring up your arguments, right?
well, the argument is you believe in a God, we believe in a God. Now, which God is true? Well, it has to be there.
That's not the question I am asking. Seriously, that's not the question.
Are you asking?
Tell you what is my question?
Are you asking from an? I understand you what your question is, but I want to understand your perspective as well. If you are asking me from an atheistic perspective or from a Christian perspective.
You are Muslim. You call into the Christian live stream, right? So I am asking.
Yes, I do.
What is your argument that Islamic monotheism is true?
Because as I said, so if there were many other many gods, okay, Islamic monotheism. So you would want me to, compare it with Judaism, right? Is that so?
Why don't you compare with the? First of all, give me the definition of what is Islamic monotheism, and then compare it with Greek gods, compare it with the gods of Africans, compare it with gods on other places. Like, why can't you just make your simple case without comparing with anything? Oh my God. Okay, we will pause there. And then we will take him once it moves forward, right? Once it moves forward. So I'm gonna remove Adam's screen, and then I'm gonna see if this works, right? So I need to figure out whether if I'm sharing a video from YouTube, whether you can hear the sound. I am assuming you are able to see the screen, right? Okay, so let me press the play, and then you kindly confirm whether you can hear the sound.
What you're saying is absolutely delusional. How this started off and how the entire prompt is going is that he started off telling me that in...
Okay, are you
All right, I'm back. Sorry, sister.
that's okay. Are you able to hear the sound in the chat?
Yep.
Okay, when I play the video, people were able to hear it, right?
Yes, because I can hear it, then they can hear it.
Okay. Okay, then. Where were you, Adam?
I had a very important call to take. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Very, very important.
Okay, that's okay. So in that case, I'm gonna remove this, and then we go with the place where we stop in your video, right?
All right. You had some guest as well. You already spoken with him?
I pull up the first guy. He's not able to make his case, so I just give him a little bit time for him to make his case.
Okay.
So I am assuming once he's ready to make his argument. So he's just coming up with the statements. He doesn't know how to make argument why he believes Islamic monotheism is true. Once he's ready, I'll take him back. So
Okay. Makes sense.
and I haven't touched the there's another guy. I haven't touched him because he's just, I'm so offended by the comment he made. When Christian girls go to church,
Forget it. Don't even read it. Don't even.
yeah. So
Don't even. Let's-
clearly, so that person is not getting platform right now because I don't think he's able to make argument at this stage and engage with the topic. Okay, so what timeline are we? We are in
Same.
Independently from
109.
reason or from
The same one.
Okay.
Let's play from there. I'm sorry.
No, can you move just 2 minutes or something? 1 hour, 11 minutes.
Yes, absolutely. I can do that, sister. Sorry about my interruption.
No, it's okay.
Oh my gosh, so many ads.
Didn't you just say a little bit ago, like you wish you've got that much ads?
I'll be a millionaire.
Please, like if I've got like that much ads, I don't even know where people can let me know. I don't want ads. I need ads so that YouTube doesn't kick me out when like I get like lots of strike stuff. But I don't want someone to kind of turn on my video and then like, oh, they can't watch it because there are lots of ads. I wouldn't watch, like I literally don't watch like if there are that much ads. Okay, so we are in 1 hour 11 minutes or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's play from here.
persons that you could know
now
purely
we're
by
going,
itself.
Well, we're now going, if you want to go back into the Trinity, the reason we know that the Trinity is false is because it claims to be one God, but it very clearly is three gods. If you want to go, if you want me to go down, knocking it down every other religious claim, whether it be Hinduism, Buddhism, or whatever else, I can do that.
Purely
That's
by
not the point.
logic. Don't go
The
after
point-
Hinduism. Explain to me how you know there's one God. Who is
I will.
exactly
I will
one
if you
God.
be quiet and let me actually talk and explain this to you, because it's surprising to me that you as a Christian don't know how there's one God. So here's an argument as to how we know that there's one God. If there
Personal
were
attacks?
multiple gods, as we see in certain polytheistic traditions like the ancient Greeks, Romans, etc., then we would not see uniformity in nature, which we experience. We experience a genuine design and uniformity in nature, which points back to the fact.
So I am surprised that as a Christian, you don't know, you don't believe there is one God. This is the gentleman apparently wrote a book about Trinity. This is the very gentleman who had the who is teaching people about Trinity, right? And have to
Who has
critique
the
it.
audacity to say such a thing?
Yeah, that's like makes you throw up, right? So that part, I'm not gonna focus on that part. But so what is his argument? Multiple gods would result in fighting and disagreement, while he knows the person who is sitting opposed to him is Christian and he doesn't believe in multiple gods.
Let's say, for the sake of argument,
No,
Christians believe.
we
No,
don't
no.
do sake of argument for
No, I
someone
have to.
about
I have
Trinity.
to.
Okay.
I have to. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please listen to my
Go ahead.
So if Muslims are correct and Christians believe in three gods, then again Quran is false, because Quran says if there was more than one God, these gods will fight with each other. And the verses in the Arabic is very clear. They have to, they will. There is no ambiguity. Like they must fight with each other to get
Yeah,
the
that,
most powerful place. So with that being said, if you look at the Bible, and if there are three gods, according to Muslims, in the Bible, none of these three gods ever fought with each other. Ever. So by essence, when Allah says if there were more than one gods, they would fight with each other, then again Quran is false. Because then it says either, then there's only two things. Either if the Quran is right, then Christians do not believe in three gods. They believe in one God and three persons of God. Or if Christians actually believe in three gods, then Quran is false. You understand my argument?
yeah, but your argument is false. The reason your argument is false, because you went to Quran, right? You brought up to me the Quranic verse. That's what he did. He is bringing that Quranic verse without saying this is from the Quran. I don't know whether the gentleman who sits opposed to him knows that's from the Quran or not. But that's the argument he's making. And this is the very gentleman who said, oh, I already believed in Islamic monotheism before I read the Quran, before I even become a Muslim. So why is he bringing Quranic argument right now?
I think Quranic argument is very, very human-made argument of the ignorant humans like him. Because if he can make this argument, and that is Quranic argument, that Quranic Allah is as ignorant as this guy.
Yeah, like,
Makes sense?
do I remember correctly? He said he believed in Islamic monotheism before he even read the Quran, before even he became a Muslim. And then once he read the Quran, he picked up, oh yeah, this confirms already what I believe. So why are you now bringing up the arguments that's simply from the Quran? I'm curious about it, right? And then I'll say something. Brother Adam pointed out, Scripture identifies 3 persons and then expresses that before the foundation of the world, Father is loving the Son in the power of the Spirit, right?
Yep.
So we don't get to see conflict. And I'll give you an example. Maybe Adam is one of those examples or not. Especially people who kind of spend time in the church around Christian community, right? Like just look at your pastor and his wife, just an example, or your priest and his wife, right? The way they engage with one another, like when people have been married for a long time, when people, man and woman who has been married for a long time, that in that 40 years, they get to know one another better, right? They learn to adopt very basic things to one another. Okay, I'm gonna say no to broccoli because my husband doesn't like broccoli. I'm gonna say no to this because that doesn't please my wife. So they learn to just do the things that one another loves. And as the time goes on, you don't even get to see, get to hear, get to observe that they are fighting with one another. So are you telling me human beings capable, 2 strangers, you put the 2 strangers in one house, right, for 40 years. Are you telling me human beings is much more capable than Allah? They're not able to fight with one another. They don't fight with one another anymore. But with Allah and the other Allah, there is always fight. There will be always fight for the power. When men and women are dancing, when the husband is leading, woman is simply coming alongside of that, right?
Yep.
While that takes place in human world, why so-called your Almighty Allah cannot have someone who is doing these things, like not fighting for the power? I observed marriages where husband and wife, they are not fighting for power. How stupid your God is, seriously. But anyway, the point in here is he just told us a little bit earlier that his arguments on Islamic monotheism come from the outside of the Quran, and now he's appealing to Quranic argument to make his case.
Poor little guy. That's
But
all I can say.
even with that argument, right, still Islamic monotheism is not being proven. That doesn't prove, like, okay, there are 2 gods, 3 gods, 4 gods, 5 gods. Okay, they are fighting with one another. And then your other option is there is only one God. Still, that does not prove Islamic monotheism. It doesn't.
Oops. Unfortunately.
Like, think about very practical things, right? how can logic or reason or whenever where the logic and reason simply put together not only this one God, but this one God must be one divine person? How did you put that together with logic?
You still thinking about logic? Okay. I thought we are done with logic now.
Um, um, Adam, someone thinks you deserve the same thing, but same fate happened to Salvan Momika.
I have been told this many times, so it doesn't hurt me anymore.
So I've got two people in the backstage.
The first one's name is an abusive name. Forget that guy. And the other one, just let's take him out.
Okay,
He's
so
abusing Jesus Christ, so it doesn't matter. I don't care.
is that the first guy?
Yeah, the first guy.
Okay, and apparently that's not even English. So put that together. Put that together. Let's take the second person. Hello. Hello. Mr. Yusuf, hello. No? Okay. I don't understand. So this Mr. Yusuf says, I live in London. I want a face-to-face debate with you. And then she says, she won't debate me. I am Palestine Muslim. I speak Arabic. I want to debate her face-to-face, but she won't take the offer. I just give you mic. Yeah, like.
By the way, this
Okay.
is the same guy who came here before, where the one who was abusing. His real name is the same one. So the above abusive name that he said, girls and church, it is the same guy who just put out this name and started doing that. So he's the
It's
same
amazing
guy.
that someone, like some people, I never come across with these people in outside of Muslim circle, but some people knows too much about certain parts of certain bodies. Okay, so brother, I'm gonna ask you again, but would you be able to tell me what timeline we are, because I can't remember where we are?
Yeah, that'll be 1 hour 12 minutes now.
Okay, so that's the part he was bringing up, the okay, if there are more than one gods, they would fight, they would disagree with one another, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go 2 minutes forward, 1 hour 14 minutes or something.
There you go. And there'll be an ad now. I'm quite sure.
Oh.
No? Okay. No, there is.
Yes.
I was right.
So it looks like ads are okay. It looks like ads are automatically played every 3 minutes, right? Like if you don't turn it off, it plays automatically every 3 minutes. So maybe this is one of those they forgot to do it.
Oh man. Okay. Let's play.
No, it's not deviation at all. The
Because
reason-
because we started with like you
Oh my
said it's
God.
not the Quran. I can't say it properly. You said it's not that. He said, okay, fine, I'll move on, right? And then you said revolution, logic, so on and so forth. You said, oh, so he's walking through that, and now we've moved to cause and effect because you said the causation, right? So I think he's walking you through all of the things that you keep giving him. He's walking through them
He
with
hasn't
you.
given.
He's trying to, but then you keep pushing the goalpost to something else.
Okay.
Oh.
Respectfully, what you're saying is absolutely delusional. How this started off and how the entire prompt is going is that he started off.
Huh? He's changing the goalpost again and again, and he's walking through it, and that is absolutely delusional. How did that happen?
This is the part we watched, right? This is the like where the moderators cannot take it anymore, and then she walks out, and then new moderators comes. So what we have here, Mr. Muslim is not able to make a case. How did he come to conclusion that Islamic monotheism is true? And then that is being pointed out, and then it goes on. It goes on. And then it takes a couple of minutes that she's trying to make sure that they are like in the same page, but that doesn't help. And then she walks away. Do you want to watch that part, or we can skip that part?
I would. Okay, I'll play that part.
We can watch it for the fun. It's funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
in order to prove that Islamic monotheism is true, I need to prove every single claim of the Quran.
No, you do-
First,
you do
starting out with,
infallibility.
hold on a second.
We skipped that.
First, starting
We
out
skipped
with,
that.
I need to prove why his claim about a
That's
specific
stupidity.
historical claim in the Quran
Jake
is
is
actually
such a
correct
liar.
and not incorrect. Now I need to explain to you why cause and effect relations exist completely separate from revelation.
No, because
So,
Hold on, stop. Let me work through this with you. He made the presumption. It was a poor presumption, but he made the presumption that you were going, your ideology is based off of the Quran.
Partly, but not totally.
That's a wrong assumption, and yet it is partially. But he previously said it is not. You know Allah before Quran. By the way, that's just such a lie, Jake. Crying Jake.
Okay.
So
Well, hold on, because
I
you
believe
just
in
told
one
him
God.
it's
I
not.
believe one
You
in
just
one
told
God
him
in
it's
the way
not.
that
Thank you. For the very first time, I like this moderator now. Previously, in the previous debate, I didn't like her, but even she is now so pissed off on Jake.
just expressed, completely independent of the Quran, and the Quran confirms that same belief.
Okay. But
No,
he
I
was,
attacked
yeah,
both
he asked you that
prongs,
earlier,
he
and you said
ignored
it
the
has
first
nothing to
prong
do with it.
and went to the second prong.
No.
And now we're on the idea that there's
respectfully,
no revelation. So I'm
respectfully,
saying, how do you get any of it without revelation?
respectfully, you're confusing two things.
When
You're-
somebody says respectfully before the start of the sentence, after talking
don't
for
mean-
half an hour, it means anything he was saying previously was not said in respect. And this is the only thing that he's going to say in respect. By the way, but I have seen it the other ways. When somebody says respectfully, he's going to say the most absurd personal attack on you. But he's going to just say respectfully so that it might mellow down. So let's see what personal attack he brings up right after saying respectfully.
saying that I said it had nothing to do with it. What I said had nothing to do with it is a specific historical claim in the Quran that has absolutely nothing to do
That
whether
is again a lie. So see, two options. After respectfully, you can either abuse the person or you can respectfully say whatever you said in the past was a lie. Like, you know, Sister Hatun, there was a guy who in a YouTube I was watching a court case. Okay, you know, court cases are played on YouTube and all. So this guy comes in and he was talking and suddenly he said, "Your Honor, honestly speaking," and the judge was like, "Hold on." So everything was you were saying beforehand was not said honestly, was a lie. I would recommend you to say everything honestly. So this is the same thing that happens over here. Yes, sister.
Just doesn't make sense to me. Like, let the lady to walk out, and then we pick up when she walks out.
or not Islam's conception of God is true.
Hold on, because the whole,
It's pre-modern, postmodern thinking. It's you're doing ontology. He's asking an epistemological question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
so-
already explained to you the epistemology has nothing to do with every nook and cranny historical claim that's made in the Quran.
but you completely negated it.
Yeah, so,
Right.
so either,
I'm negating that aspect.
wait.
Yeah,
Do
the
you-
aspects that are relevant
Hold
are
on.
the theology in terms of who God is as a creator with his essence and his attributes, and that has nothing to do with history.
What he was asking was, how do you know?
All right, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do.
Hold on a second.
This
I'm sorry.
prompt-
I think I'm running this right now, and I'm trying to talk to you.
Yeah, and you're being
I'm trying
very-
to talk to you.
And what you're
I
doing.
am trying to
okay,
talk to you.
You can
Thank
talk,
you.
and I'll just ignore what you say. Go ahead.
Okay, then we can just shut it down, and everybody
Sure.
can go home.
Fine with me.
Okay, if you're going to be like that, and you're not going to respect the moderator,
I
who
don't
is trying to
respect
negotiate
somebody.
with both
I don't
of you.
respect somebody who's trying to tell me the most absurd thing I ever heard, which is that
And that is how you don't go to their Muslim channels, because when they can't even respect what the moderator is saying, what will they do to you when you go to their channel? And that's why Jake is the most absurd, stupid idiot in the modern day debates as well. Thank you, sister. Let me just play that. I know you don't have to comment on this one.
Islamic monotheism is true as a prompt has to do with whether or not.
Imagine
Another 3 minutes have passed. I don't think it's even 3 minutes now. How can it be 3 minutes? It's not even 3 minutes. Stop it.
Christ was
It's okay.
crucified. It's absolutely retarded.
But he is
and the fact that
trying
you're
to
trying
have,
to defend
sorry,
that as a
I'm sorry,
moderator
but
means
no,
that you're
I'm not
retarded
defending that.
too. Yeah, you are.
What I am doing right now, right here, is telling you where he was going. He was trying to
He
take
went
you.
nowhere to
I'm
act-
Sorry, you're saying something.
He just called moderator retarded.
Good one. For him, she's already half brain anyways, you know.
Sorry,
prompts.
God damn it! I'm here to talk. I'm here to help you. What do you want me to do?
You're not helping. You're
Okay,
actually
I'm trying
making it
to
more difficult
translate
by
between
making
the
claims
two
that
of
have
you.
nothing to do with the
No,
prompt.
but see, You said it had nothing to do with it. He said, "Oh, I apologize. I made that presumption." So he maneuvered, and now
And he went to something else
Oh
that
my
had nothing to
fucking
do with
God! Can you listen for 1 second?
Okay, I'm not.
He maneuvered, and then you said, "Oh no, why are we moving to this?"
Why
And
is
then
he not going now?
maneuvered,
He
and
should-
then
he
you
should
said,
go
"Oh,
run
no,
away."
Why did we do this?
We'll go to the next person who actually wants to debate.
No, you should go and run away. You picked up your bag. Just go. Get lost. You lost. You lost the argument. You lost the debate.
Whether or not Islamic monotheism is true, or
I think I've been doing that.
You haven't at
the
all.
thing of it is
I've been
it's
trying to
still
attack-
his arguments to make.
And his
It is-
argument, I'm responding to and explaining
all
how it
you're
has nothing to
saying-
do with the prompt.
No, all you're saying is that has nothing to do with it. Move on.
No,
that
but
has nothing to do with it. Move
I
on.
explained
Oh my
why
God.
it had
This
nothing
is
to do with it.
frustrating.
I got fired.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I explained why it had nothing to do with the prompt. The fact that you think it's legitimate
I'm
that
not
it has.
saying it isn't.
Okay, so
isn't.
did I
All
give
I'm-
reasons
no, hold
for
on.
why it has nothing to do
The
with the
thing of
prompt?
it is,
Yes,
you
I did.
sat here and said, "Oh, you're delusional if you believe this." Blah blah blah.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
giving you the translation and the description
No,
of what
but
is happening.
You're defending and you
I don't
literally
give a
said
fuck what his
you-
claims are.
You literally
I
did.
don't
You
give-
literally did.
Oh my God,
We
Jake,
can play the tape
I don't
back
give
where
a
you
fuck
said
what his claims
we
are.
can
You are
play the
not paying
tape
attention
back.
to what I'm saying.
We can
All I
play
did
the
was sit
tape
here.
back.
Jake,
We can play it back
all
where
I
you
did was
literally
sit here
said
and give
that
you-
what
oh
he's
my God.
saying does.
He gave the seat to somebody else. He's like, okay, I won the argument anyways. What a beautiful fight when you don't even have to fight. Isn't that a best fight ever? When you win the argument without even winning the argument? That was how easy it is. That's how easy it is.
You feel sorry for the moderator, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so here's the thing. Yeah, he's moving the goalposts, right? Like we watched how long? We watched almost from minute 58 we watched a little bit of it. We pointed out what he's saying, how the things are changing. And it's beneficial to figure out, beneficial to know, right? Mr. Muslim, there is no problem for him to simply say Islamic monotheism can be known without Quran, right? Yes, we are finding it strange that like he says, oh, I had the Islamic monotheism view before I read the Quran, before I become a Muslim. Even though we are finding that strange, but he's entitled to say that, right? There is nothing wrong. But
That's a lie.
if that is his claim, then he has accepted the burden to show exactly how he established that, right? Where the reason comes. That's all he needs to do. And that's not, like, you don't need to be Einstein for that. You don't need to be
So
Einstein.
he
for
wants
that.
to put a question, and he wants the answer according to what he has prepared the answers.
Yeah, so like all we want is, okay, that's what you want to believe. It is absolutely fine. Just tell us how that reason came to be. How did you establish that reasoning? Because your statements are not like giving us anything to make a case, right?
Absolutely.
It's strange. Like, so this is like around, what is the timeline in here? We are in like halfway through. Right?
1:19, 1 hour 19 minutes.
1 hour 19. Put the thing over there again. I'll see how long it is for. So it's like 3 hours 45 minutes. Like, they went almost 2 more hours after this.
I don't know
And
how.
lady comes back, and then it goes on and on and on. Like,
I think the moderator should have ended the debate here. She should have been like, okay, this debate ends. Go home. Bye. I think that's what should have happened. But- so you have somebody in the back seat. You want to take him, or should we finish? Or what?
let's take him. Hello. Mr. Something Official?
You
No?
can unmute if you want to talk.
Okay. Anyways, we can stop here. So I think that's kind of all over. We already been here almost.
Don't you want to
2 hours.
see when she runs away? The climax is still there. Let me just do that. Let the people see the climax.
Does have to do with the prompt. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a little break.
Good.
You can step in. That's ridiculous.
Arrogant prick. This is the utmost arrogant prick I've ever seen. I've seen so many Muslims who are arrogant. This is the best one. He's the most arrogant prick that I've ever seen in any debate. Like,
Yes.
this is the height of arrogance and stupidity, and this proves how easily this guy lost. I think
Yes.
everybody should cut this part and put it up. This is how stupid this guy is. And he thinks he's somebody. He was ranking Muslim apologist, by the way. Man, this guy is this guy is, what do you call it in English? Full, or what? What do we call it? Full
I
of
don't
it.
want. But I don't want to insult fools.
Not fools, full of it, something.
Okay, full of it. Okay,
Filled
yeah,
with
that.
arrogance or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so, this lady. Can I share some gossips?
Please.
Okay, like she left. You got the point, right?
Mhm.
Actually, let me send it to you. You put it on the screen so everyone can see, because share. Need to figure out how to share. Of course, those sometimes need skill. Brother, I'm just gonna send you a tweet.
Okay.
So it's gonna be. That's not this one.
A lot of
So
tweets now.
yeah, that's how the life is now. It's all about tweets.
Tweets.
All about tweets. So this lady is called Sarah the Raging Tomato. So she's the
Okay.
moderator. It seems her tweet page
Sarah
is
the Raging Tomatoes. That's her name.
not tomatoes, tomato. Sarah the Raging Tomato. Maybe I'm pronouncing that wrongly.
Tomato, same thing, sister.
Okay. So she posted, okay, Jihadi Jake exposed. Have you
Let
got
me
that
follow
one?
her.
Go like not yeah, go under it, the one under it. Yeah. Click that one.
Jihadi Jake exposed. Conservative streamer cries. Water for Muslim. Attacks Christian moderator. Oh.
Amazing. You've got Brian Shapiro over there with the hookups, your boyfriend, Brian Shapiro.
And it's voter for Muslim. Attack the Christian moderator. But like the part like where she says like Jihadi Jake exposed. That's funny, right?
But is he exposing the same location? You wanna play this?
Yes. Yeah. So they're talking about the like same event. They're talking about the same event. And then like you should check. This is funny. I really don't like doing these things. But yeah, so it's like there are even conversations between him.
Is this the same girl? How can I become a better ally to the Muslim community?
I don't know if that is the same girl or not. I just saw the like comment, therefore I send it to you, the comment, like where she says Jihadi Jag.
Oh my.
Are we allowed to watch? I don't know if we are allowed to watch this.
I don't know. I'm playing it.
Oh yeah, play it. Start from the beginning.
Yeah, it's stuck somehow. I don't know what happened.
Oh, stuck.
I'm gonna refresh it. Give me a second.
Well,
something happened.
She looks like very different than how she's on the moderator, but yeah, she made a video about it.
There you go. I can share it again. Let's try that now. If it is playing now. But I followed her now. Sarah the Raging Tomatoes.
And then and then there is another one. She says debate host quits after Muslim becomes insufferable.
I'll check that out. Let's play this.
With the hookups, your boyfriend, Brian Shapiro. Gets in close with Brian Shapiro. Brian Shapiro telling me in DMs, I do Jubilee-style debates, Jubilee-like debates. Wow, crazy shit, hey? So, you got Brian over there, hooking her up. She goes and she starts moderating these debates with Sean Kelly over here. And what you're doing...
I am trying to talk...
Uh-oh. First of all, her mouth is moving. Second of all, she's a woman. Third of all, not dressed up like a mailbox. Okay, this is...
not dressed like a mailbox.
Where I'm from, this sort of stuff doesn't really go down so well.
Why is it so fast? Is he speaking so fast? That's normal speed. It is a normal speed. Wow, okay.
Where I'm from, women don't really wave their hands in my face like this, okay? Where I'm from, Abdul, get the rock.
So, Jake from Rattlesnake TV made a hit piece about my moderation of the Jake Brancatella 1 Muslim versus 10 Christians debate. And I watched it, which was quite generous of me, because there are only so many minutes in a human life, and apparently I chose to spend some of mine listening to a reaction streamer explain debate moderation like he just returned from the 12 tours of duty in the Oxford Union. Jake, baby, you sit in a chair and react to shit. Calm down. Apparently, Jake has appointed himself quality control for debate moderators now, which is adorable, because the amount of moderation experience this man has compared to the confidence with which he critiques mine is f***ing inspirational. I need that kind of self-esteem. I need to walk into a Formula One garage tomorrow and start screaming at the pit crew because I've changed a tire before. Jake has moderated debates, sure, but comparing his body of work to mine is like somebody who cooks Thanksgiving dinner once a year critiquing a restaurant kitchen during the dinner rush. I host and moderate this constantly. Jake reacts to it. There's a difference between being in the arena and sitting in the stands telling everybody how sweaty they should be. And Jake has made himself extremely comfortable in the stands, now hasn't he? How many debates has Jake moderated where none of his friends were involved? None. How many debates has Jake moderated where he walked into a room not knowing a single participant? None. How many panels has Jake managed with 9 other people fighting for the microphone, talking over each other and forcing him to control the room in real time? None. So yeah, I imagine moderation probably looks pretty easy from where Jake is sitting. Turns out, it's a lot easier to referee the game when half the party is in your party. But before we go any further, I need to appreciate the plot twist here. Because Rattlesnake TV Jake, of all people, is suddenly carrying water for the Muslim guy. Jake, the guy whose own content and political rhetoric have repeatedly treated Islam and Muslims as an ideological threat. The guy who moves in conservative Christian circles. The guy who is certainly not known for waking up every morning asking himself, how can I become a better ally to the Muslim community today? That Jake. And yet the second Jake Brancatella gets into a conflict with me, suddenly Rattlesnake Jake is putting on the little defense attorney glasses. Well, hold on, everybody. Let's hear this Muslim gentleman out. Oh, this is beautiful. Apparently, all it took to produce interfaith unity was a shared desire to about the raging tomato. I should get a Nobel Peace Prize. Christians and Muslims have been arguing for 1,400 years, and apparently the diplomatic breakthrough was, do you both find this blonde moderator annoying? Peace in the Middle East. You're welcome. And look, Jake is allowed to agree with Brancatella, obviously, but I'm also allowed to notice how fucking funny it is, because that isn't somebody normally famous for carrying water for Muslims. Yet here he comes, bucket in hand, sprinting toward Jake Brancatella because apparently his dislike of me has temporarily overwhelmed the rest of his ideological programming. So, congratulations on the rebrand. Rattlesnake Jake is dead. From this point forward, Jihadi Jake. Welcome to the resistance, buddy.
This is so good. This is so good. I've never seen a sarcastic attack this good. The tomato ones, man. The tomato ones.
Wait, apparently the Jihadi Jake Unity Coalition is expanding because we're not stopping with Jake Brancatella. Now we're putting the Rattlesnake TV stamp of approval on this clown too. This bozo, another guy who likes to present himself as some kind of Christian conservative culture warrior archetype, fantastic. Except there are also serious allegations floating around about the conduct behind the branding. Sending jerky jerk videos to females in his chat community, hashtag LotionGate, look it up. You'll thank me later for the entertainment on that drama saga. Dozens of claims that he doesn't pay his child support. He states that he smokes weed off camera because apparently the concern is making sure his children don't stumble across the videos someday. Wow, father of the year. Nothing says principled Christian conservative parenting quite like.
I think she's now going on the other 2 or 3 guys, but
she's going after the another YouTuber who made a video about her criticizing how she handled the situation stuff. It's funny. Check this lady out. I when I watched the one of the debate, I was just like, why are you thanking Muslims for like turning up the debate? It is like they promised, so by default you would expect them to turn up. But it's nice. Like she's funny. She's funny, and then there is like in her tweet about Muslim Metaphysician, she says, I was incredibly respectful. Remember, he began insulting me. I am not obligated to sit there defenseless, and I am not obligated to sit there and then be called retarded either.
By the way, let me show you something else. So in the video, there is a comment. There is a comment from Ben. Mr. Ben said, this entire video was scripted by ChatGPT. This woman can't even string along a sentence without AI having to do it for her. Right? Okay, people cannot see. So let me just zoom a little.
Maybe people are looking at this and then they are seeing Lily J.
Yeah. So this is what Ben said. So Sarah, the raging tomato, replied,
This is you.
This is you. Man, this girl is awesome, man. I like it. I like her now. Okay, let's see. What else? Jake is the Dunning-Kruger effect. I don't know what that is.
There is one. She says, "How does someone get fired for being a guest?" And then she's got the picture of Jack on the in the thing.
Is there one? I don't see that one. Anyhow, I don't see that one. So
Anyway, check it out. She's got she's got
I just
4,000.
followed her.
You follow her?
I just followed her. Man, this is crazy. Wow.
So she's YouTube channel, her YouTube channel called The Raging Tomato.
Nice. Well, anyhow, this is good. There is somebody in your live chat who was babbling about fake alert. Mr. Fake. She replied and told everyone that you are a ugly looking fat guy who wants to attack women. That's what she replied. Okay. All right. Ugly looking. Okay. That was nice answer.
So that's where we will stop, I guess. So in summary, of course we changed the topic quite a lot of stuff, but in summary, what we figured out is topic of the debate is Islamic monotheism is true, and Christian is going to make a case. Muslim is going to make a case. How does Mr. Muslim know that Islamic monotheism is true? And then we figured out, okay, that is not from the Quran. And then we find out even before he ever read the Quran, even before he ever become a Muslim, he believed in Islamic God. So logic overrides the Quran. His reasoning is independent knowledge, and then we were trying to figure out where is that independent knowledge comes, that there is one God, there is a God, there is one God, there is one divine being, there is one divine person. God is these 99 attributes. God is Allah, Muhammad is his prophet, and Quran his revelation. And we kind of try to figure out where is this, like, what is the source for this. And I think kind of this is where the conversation finishes. And I don't know. I just don't know.
Awesome. By the way, this is what happened. Inspiring Philosophy said, the moderator catching strays, stray dogs. And Jake, the rattlesnake, said, Jake the jihadi said, no, the moderator crashed out and then got fired by Sean Kelly. She's done. And then she replied, how does somebody gets fired from being a guest? Like this. This statement gets you fired as a guest.
Well, he's looking
Show up
he's
there
looking for
again.
attention. He's looking for views, and he got them right. So, did he make his arguments?
No.
No.
But these views are temporary because his arguments were so stupidly idiot that obviously is never going to be shown up in any debate. No debater would actually, who is not a
No,
Muslim, would get him. A right debater won't.
brother. These people have no shame. They still
They don't
walk
have.
around without shame. They have no shame. They don't even know
Ah,
what is. If you want to know what is word shameless looks like,
look
this
at Jake the rattlesnake, who's now jihadi.
who is one of them. Yeah, that's the shameless face looks like. So he's calling Jake Jihadi is the other, I think YouTuber guy. He's calling this Jake is the guy who is fired. He's calling her retarded. He's calling her all other names, and he can't even make arguments. It's sad. It's sad. It is sad in a sense like this is not lay Muslim, right? This is someone who is bragging about, he wrote a book about Trinity. This is someone who is calling other Muslims as disbeliever and putting their life in danger because they do not sign up exactly the same dots in the so-called Tawhid, right? But he's not able to even put together how did he established without Quran, just through reasoning that Islamic monotheism is true. I don't know. Like, I didn't pick it up. Of course, that might be the reason. Maybe I didn't understand. Even though I am intelligent woman stuff, I will say those things. But anyway, messed up.
Interesting. Do you want to say thanks? There are some stars, and then we close, or you have somebody in the guest? No, nobody in the guest.
Yes, we will acknowledge the super chats. Adam Sika.
Blackpink, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Bhagat, Adam, you are my first H Murtadeen, Hujjatul Murtadeen. Thank you. First Sahil. Thanks a lot.
Is that a compliment?
I'm the Hujjatul Murtadeen. That's my title. You can see it behind under my name. I'll show you once the super chat is hidden. Blackpink said Tony destroyed Uthman in San Diego many times. All right, thank you, Blackpink. And love.
David Wood is better than Muhammad. Yup. David Wood is better than Muhammad. Did you watch that debate?
Jake and David Wood. No, I have not.
Okay.
I don't like. I do not watch these stupid guys. I watch good guys.
Okay, so just for the clarification purpose, so Mr. Muslim is the stupid one in that occasion.
Yeah, the Jake, the stupid guy.
Yeah, because right now we've got this drama happening stuff, so we just want to make sure that is being clarified.
Yeah, this is such a stupid guy. I don't watch any of his debates. Like this guy and the lipstick guy, these two guys. I don't like these two guys. They're just so stupidly idiots. If there's some reasonable debate happening with some reasonable guy, I will watch it. But these two are idiots. This debate was just so annoyingly stupid and just such filled with drama that I kind of watched this part. Otherwise, he's just nobody. He's an idiot. Anyhow, so obedience. I have many Muslim friends. They don't research the Quran. They don't know Arabic. We don't talk about Islam now as they have no answers. God bless you. Thank you so very much, sir. But you should keep on talking with them so that one day someone will understand and get out of it.
We want them to have answer. We want them to even start thinking through how to make answers, right? It is very dangerous when people don't even know what is their favorite color. Adam?
Temporary, thank you. And temporary is replying to Shezio Gill, requesting for Discord verification, please. Oh, she can just tag the @moderators in the verification area, and one of the moderator will catch her and verify her.
So that's your Discord?
@moderators. Discord, yeah.
Okay.
Temporary said to Voyager is not on duty properly. He mentioned he is in transit and can't listen to the stream. All right, Viger is my moderator, so thank you, Viger, for doing that, and thank you while you are in transit. You are still working on it. Thanks a lot. Temporary,
And
thank you so very much, sir,
thank you very much for
and
the space as well.
thank you again, temporary.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone who joined us. Thank you very much, everyone who tried to call in and then make argument. Adam Sika, thank you very much for joining me. And I need to
Thank
say
you,
this.
Sister Hatun. And then you can see my name underneath my name, the title. It is Hujjatul Murtadin.
Okay.
What is your title?
I am titleless.
The Lady Murtad. Let me give you a title.
No, don't give
There
me
you go.
title.
The Lady Murtad.
Thank you very much to my moderators. It's always in my mind, but I never verbalize it. So thank you very much, dear moderators, for keeping the chat in order and being there. Really appreciate it. Adam, have you got anything is coming up in a couple of days that you want people to keep eye on it?
Not really. They all ran away. They all ran away. The ones who actually said that they're gonna come and they're gonna debate, they all ran away. So they challenged me and then they ran away. What should I do?
I was reading this thing. It was about like benefits of exercise stuff. Did you know like actually running is not very good for your knees? I didn't know that. So those people who are running away, I hope like they are doing something to make sure their knees are being protected.
So is jumping good for your health?
I haven't moved that fast yet. I just read about running.
Oh, okay. So okay. But like I was asking because I see people jumping
Around topic to topic.
around Kaaba.
Around.
Did the same demon possess him which came to Muhammad? And they caught him and they took him.
Okay, just go back to the beginning. Little bit beginning.
Jumping.
I was thinking maybe someone, it's their first time in Hajj, they are so emotional and then they cannot control their feelings, all those kind of things. But I don't think that is the case there. I think it is more in the stage of like, because if you think about it, that is the house of Allah, right? Why someone is being, what is it that someone is being affected in the place where it is identified as a house of Allah? You would expect people to be peaceful. You wouldn't expect like people are just like not only sexually harassing one another, doing creepy things, their semen is dropping stuff, but you wouldn't see that such a disturbing reaction. That is not someone out of joy. There is some dodgy thing is going on. Adam thinks that maybe genies are squeezing him, whatever that is, clearly points out to us that person desperately need Lord Jesus Christ. So
I'm gonna give everybody a tweet which I cannot play here because of the way it is, thanks to the YouTube policy. I don't know why in some part of the world police does not have any weapon. And it's amazing how this guy is running around with a knife in his hand and police is picking up brooms from shops to catch him.
which country are we talking about? I can't see. It's too small for me to see it from here.
Yeah, it is saying from Europe.com. So somewhere in Europe, but the tweet actually said in Hong Kong, but it is not Hong Kong. The people are not Hong Kongi. So they say it's Hong Kong. So anyhow, this is Hong Kong, and he's literally stabbing people. And if we look at it, the police has, brooms in their hand trying to stop him. I'll show you one of these people. I'm not going to show everything else. That's not possible. But you see, they have brooms. They got brooms. Like, can you look at it? These
in
police guys have brooms.
in some part, so for example, in England, not all the police ranks is allowed to carry gun. So in some
What
countries,
about
police
some
in some
long stick, some stick? They don't even carry sticks, like the big sticks.
they've got like sticks. They have got like these. They can. What is it called?
Stun gun.
Like, yeah, they kind of
Stun gun.
electrocute you stuff. But yeah, in some part of the world, yeah, police, not all of the police ranks are allowed to carry guns. As well as like I'm not allowed to even carry pepper spray.
So actually, you will see all of these things with the same kind of people who say Shahada. Why is that?
What do you
Why
mean?
don't you see things happening by the people who does not say the Shahada?
So you are kind of curious about why people who always go around and then practice their knifing skills, practice their murdering skills, practice their attacking skills have something in common. That is the Islamic monotheism, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you represent the God you worship, right? If your God is bloodthirsty, then that's what you represent. That's what you live your life. If your God is silence people with his love, that's how you try to live your life around. So the God you worship actually tells lots of a lot about how you live your life. And that's where we've got to stop, Mr. Adam Sika, because it's
Absolutely, sister.
yeah.
Thank you so very much for everything. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Do share and like the video and comment. They are free. Literally, you don't have to pay anything to comment. So comment for the reach to increase and share it with your friends. God bless you all. Have a blessed day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Thank you, Sister Hatun, for inviting me to your channel. Allahu Akbar wa Yeshua Akbarul Azim.
Thank you very much, everyone who joined us. May Christ crucified silent with his love until we see you again.